It's a pleasure to be in the West again today to officiate two very important events within the sugarcane industry. This morning I was in Ba to release two new cane varieties, namely Gamea and Viva. They respectively are high in sugar content and are tolerant to dry conditions. Driving from Ba this morning, I could not help but notice the cane crop is generally looking good. Now that the hurricane season is over, and barring any freak storms between now and crush, I'm optimistic that we should be able to harvest a better crop this year of about 2 million tons. That's our target, and producing around 210,000 tons of sugar. The 214 crushing season starts, of course, from mid-June onwards. I had already announced on Friday, 28 March, that the Fiji Sugar Corporation will assume the management of all harvesting and transport, which is part of my government's efforts to relieve the cane growers of the burden of meeting this high-cost item. To this end, as I also mentioned this morning, the FAC has continued with the enhancement of the rail system to reduce transport costs through the purchase of 2 more locomotives from Queensland and 10 by 6 tons rail beams for trial. This could, over time, replace the existing 3-ton bins. For improvement in harvesting, the FAC has purchased a large billet cane harvester and a small whole stick harvester. And my government, through the key industry stakeholders, is engaging in tough negotiations for raw sugar export, especially when the market price has fallen by some 22% in the EU market. Also, they are seriously looking at alternative markets other than the EU. The key sugarcane industry stakeholders are also looking at the possibility of establishing a price stabilization fund to ensure a good return to the farmers with better long-term predictable prices, rather than relying on the present 70-30% sugar proceeds sharing formula. Essentially, this would give stability and confidence to growers, in particular, and to industry stakeholders alike in investing in the industry. The FAC has made substantial capital investment in cogeneration in Lambasa Mill and shortly in its Rarawai Mill. The combined outcome of these initiatives to the Fiji economy is less reliance on diesel fuel and, of course, lowering of the fuel import bill. Ladies and gentlemen, now let me turn to the reason we are here this afternoon. You have just witnessed the handing over of the Fijian Product Certificate for our sugar by the Permanent Secretary of Trade and Industry, signifying a very significant milestone in our sugarcane industry. We have produced sugar for over 100 years, but did not have a unique identity in terms of brand Fiji to it. This will change from today with the launch of the new brand that takes into account Fiji's uniqueness through the earthy colors and the traditional Masi design. Interestingly enough, the designer's grandfather worked for CSR here in Fiji, and that brings a certain amount of history and tradition to the branding. The construction of a new packaging plant for various retail packaging for both domestic and overseas markets will commence in Lautoka soon. As part of the branding of our sugar as Sugars of Fiji, FAC will also change its branding to coincide with the sugar brand. Ladies and gentlemen, the second reason we are gathered here this afternoon is, of course, to witness the official opening of the new FAC head office. Since relocating its head office from Dominion House Suva to Western House Lautoka in 1999, FAC has always dreamed of housing its head office on its own property. The proposed site, for which the groundbreaking ceremony was held in 2009, opposite the Westpac Banking Corporation on Vitonga Parade, had to be aborted because the timing was not right relative to the weak and precarious financial position of the corporation. The development of these premises has lifted FSC and the sugarcane industry to another level in terms of image, commitment to its people and to the various farmers as well. Ladies and gentlemen, today's ceremony makes me proud as Minister for Sugar in that despite the observation and projection of Deloitte in September 2010, that FSC will continue to record losses for the next 7 years, commencing from 2011, the FSC has recorded profits for financial year ended 31st May 2012, and again for financial year 31st May 2013. This calls for celebration, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Fiji Sugar Corporation, its board, its management, executive management, and staff and industry stakeholders alike in making this happen. On that note, it is now my pleasure to launch the FSC Sugars of Fiji brand and also declare the new FSC head office open. Thank you. Nahualeo.